Welcome to Nabeel Math Academy. This is Dr. Mohammed Nabeel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the properties of inequalities and the linear inequality. So before going to the topic, we have to know the properties of the inequality. What is the meaning of inequality? Suppose if a function, if you have an equation, plus 1 is equal 0, this is the equation. When the same equation is given as in terms of an inequality more than or less than, this we call it as the inequality. So it may be a more than or equal, less than or equal. So how will you solve this type of inequality? For that one, we have to know the properties of the inequality. What is the number one? The first one is the addition property. When you have the x minus 5 is greater than x minus 5 is more than or equal 1. So if you add both sides of the inequality some number, so plus or plus 5, I will add both sides, it will not change the inequality. This is the first property of the addition. Now similarly, when you have the expression x plus 2 is less than or equal minus 1, I have to move the 2 that side, it becomes a minus 2. So therefore, when I add it, when I subtract both sides minus 2 and minus 2, therefore the inequality doesn't change. This is the second property using the addition and subtraction. When you add and subtract, the inequality never change. Whereas the multiplication, if you have this one, x is more than 4, and if you want to add multiply both side by 2, so here it becomes 2x and here it becomes 8. So we are multiplying here by positive 2. So when you multiply the positive 2, the inequality never change. Why? Because we are multiplying the positive value. And similarly here x is less than or equal 1. So here I am going to multiply here as minus 2 both sides. When you multiply the minus sign in minus number, therefore the inequality change. So this is a very important rule we will apply in the problem. So that's why this property is very important. So this one is a very important rule. And similarly, if you have a 2x is more than or equal 5, therefore we have divided here 2 over 2. This is positive, never change. Whereas here we have to divide by minus 3, the inequality change, the more than it becomes less than, not less than or equal. If the question is given here, it is more than or equal, it becomes less than or equal. So this is the rule. So this is a very important rule we will follow in our problem. Now we will going to solve the first problem as a linear inequality. Why it is called it as a linear inequality? Because here we will have the power of x is 1, right? So in all the equation, in all the inequalities, you will find it the power is 1. Therefore, it is a linear inequality. How will you solve this one? So here I will move this one that side. It becomes 3x is more than or equal 19 minus 1, which is equal 3x is more than or equal 18. Now I have to divide both sides by 3. Since we are dividing by plus 3, inequality doesn't change. So therefore, you will find it the answer is x is more than or equal 6. So this is the solution. Now if the question is asking the set builder or graph, you can draw the graph. So this is the graph for this one, plus infinity minus infinity. Here it is 6 and it will be close to the right. So close to the right, and this is the interval notation solution, and this is the set builder notation. X given x is more than or equal 6. So this is what we have. Suppose if the question is asking graph, stop here, or solve, stop here. And if it is asking solve and write it the interval notation, you have to write it this one. If it is asking solve and write it the solution in the set builder, you have to write it this one. So all the things we have covered in the one problem. Now let us solve the next one. Here we will have minus 2x. If you move the 1 up the sign, you will get less than minus 4 minus 1. So it is minus x, 2x less than minus 5. Now I have to divide by minus 2. Whenever you multiply the minus, Therefore, inequality change. Therefore, it becomes minus 2 cancel. You will get x is minus minus get cancel. You will have a fraction 5 over 2. So this is what you have. Now, what is the graph for this one? So the graph is minus infinity to plus infinity. Here 5 over 2. Since it is more than, but it is open. So this is the set builder and interval notation form. So this is x more than 5 over 2. So this is the solution what we have. Now let us solve the second one. The next problem. Here we have to simplify first, then we have to calculate the inequality. First you multiply inside. What are the multiplication? Here you will have 2x plus 2 is more than or equal minus 5. 2x more than or equal minus 5 minus 2. 2x more than or equal minus 7. X is more than or equal minus 7 over 2. So this is what you have. Now what is the set builder for this and the graph? So it is a plus infinity to minus infinity. This is minus 7 over 2. So since it is a more than or equal, it is closed to the right. And what is the set builder and the interval notation? This is closed 7 over 2 comma infinity. Infinity is always open. Infinity will be always be open. And what about the set builder for this one? X given x more than or equal minus 7 over 2. So this is final answer. Now here we will have the expression both sides of the inequality. First you have to simplify. After that you will do it this part. Now what is this multiplication? Here you have 4x plus 4 plus 5 will be the separate. You should not multiply the 4 here. So it is less than or equal minus 3x plus 2. Now I will add it this part. So what is this one here? Number with the number. Simplify. You will have 4x plus 9 less than or equal minus 3x plus 2. So I will move the 3x on the other side. It becomes positive. And move the 9 on the other side. It becomes negative. So it becomes the value here x 4x plus 3x is less than or equal 2 will be the positive. If you move the 9 on the other side, there will be a change in the sign. So here you will have 7x is less than or equal minus 7. So you have to divide the number which is from here, not from here. So I will divide positive 7. I will divide by positive 7. So you will get cancel. So x is less than or equal minus 1. So x is less than or equal minus 1. Let us draw the graph of this one. So minus 1 to plus 1. This is minus 1. So minus infinity plus infinity minus 1. Now here it is closed to the right. And what about the set builder for this one and the interval notation? So it is x given less than or equal minus 1 and the interval notation will be minus infinity comma minus 1 closed. So this the linear inequality completes. So you can find it the PDF file in the description box. Thank you.